Hi, everybody. Welcome to Hey Boo. How's everybody
Hello.
doing? Hi, Shannon.
Hi. How are you?
Hey, Emmy.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to share you guys out. Typing. Can you
I
hear
know
me?
I tried too, but it says send. It don't say share.
I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Hey.
So who do we
So
got here, Jackie?
today we got Shannon Collins. Okay, I can't
Oh,
That's
I
say her
never
me.
other
heard
name.
this.
Delma Von
Velma Von
Von Dinkenstein.
Dinkentein.
Von
Oh,
Disney.
Stein. So the East Coast and the West Coast say it differently. The Stein and the Steen.
Dinkenstein.
It sounds like Frankenstein. That's oh my god.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'm sharing you guys out. It's been almost a year.
What, Fear Fest? Not
Right,
that
hasn't it?
long. No.
Yeah.
5 months.
Wow.
What month is this?
5 months. February.
Yeah,
February.
you're right. You're right. I'm off. Never mind. Hasn't even been 6 months. Don't listen to me. I got that Alzheimer's stuff. So, how have you been though? Seriously.
Me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you.
Well, I've been good. No complaint. Just been trying to focus on my book and get that done.
A new book.
Yeah, so the book that I'm working on now, it goes over my experiences in which created the initial book of poetry. So it's the story behind the book of poetry and how that came about. Yeah, I
Oh,
have
you
that
got the
too.
book.
Yeah, this is my book she actually gave me there. A Dream Within a
Wow.
Scream. And see, I got goosebumps just picking it up. And now that you're in front of me and stuff, and I don't read. She's holding hers up too. But mine's special. You know why mine's special?
She signed it.
Special note from you. But
Yeah.
yeah, it gives me goosebumps. I haven't read the entire thing, but the stuff I've scanned through, and I can actually hear your voice as I'm reading it. I
That's
don't know
cool.
why.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And okay, so you're modeling too. How's
Yeah.
that going?
It's going really well. I'm enjoying it. I'm lucky I get to work with a lot of really cool photographers and um, a lot of cool brands, and it's fun. It's a different experience than what I've been used to in the past. So I'm just, I'm taking one day at a time, and life is an adventure. Just see where it takes me.
You got so many cute outfits. I see you post in. Like, do they give those to you or what?
Some, I think that the ones that I just did with the silver suit and
Yeah.
the bikini bottom, those are her costumes, so I didn't keep those. But
Okay.
pretty much all the other things you see are mine,
All
gifted
right.
to me or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And I'm trying to share it out on another place. Hold on. I'm removing that one. Oh, just a moment. You talk to her. Come on, Jackie. See, and Jackie's been doing a whole lot better too. Well, you both are shy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you both are. Okay, here we go.
So where does your poems come from? It comes. I mean,
So I got an automatic writing. I got a spirit attachment from
yes.
a place in Southampton called the Thomas Halsey Homestead. And
Mm.
when that happened, I always got automatic writings, but then with the attachment, that's how I was communicating with it. And basically, some of the stuff came out like poems, some of it came out and you could piece it together and put it into poems. So
Okay.
that's what I did. I
You
felt like
still
she
got
wanted
the
to
attachment?
experience it.
Oh, you do. You still
Yeah, I
have the
do.
attachment?
I do.
You have? Do you have more than one, or
I
one
think
that?
so. I have
I
the
think.
main. She's my main, the main star, and then
Right.
there's some co-stars, I think, that come
Well,
along.
like I said,
They
there's
can be
co-stars.
the
We got
co-stars.
some co-stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
oh no, that's all.
Have you tried to get rid of the attachments, or is it something that they've stayed with you and they're part of you now?
So I have tried to get rid of the attachments multiple times, and every time I tried to, it kind of made it worse. So at this point, it's been so long, and I feel like I'm so like integrated with it. I don't really feel comfortable at this moment separating from it. However, if it gets worse to where I feel like it's affected me in a negative way, like really heavy, then I'm gonna start to try and see what to do. You know, if it wants to go, it's more than welcome. I'm not holding it back. But at least I don't feel like I am.
You muted.
Yeah, I don't hear you.
I just barely touched it. Okay, so you can hear me now, right?
Yes.
So let's say, because you just said, if it wants to leave, you're not going to hold it back.
Right.
Let's say if it does leave, that's like part of you leaving. Are you going to feel not whole anymore?
Yeah, like that's what I'm kind of afraid of, because I'm so completely not the person I was before this happened. I don't know what would happen afterwards. I'm not really sure. It's scary. It's been years. I mean,
Right. So it's
since 2019, so it's been a long time.
And that was around the time you had COVID too, right?
Yep.
So okay, I got goosebumps. So let me ask this. I'm like getting personal here. So your attachment was with you during a really hard time then, kind of.
I feel like
COVID, right?
Yeah, I feel like, so I got the attachment, and then the businesses all got shut down. So my business got shut down because I had a hair salon. And so I was basically like stuck in my room all day because other people were working from home and stuff. So I couldn't really just move around. And when that happened, I was essentially like by myself alone with this thing, like and just constant like thoughts. And so like I just really like delved into it, did a lot of research on it afterwards, after getting my writings, to see, because I honestly felt so crazy. I really, really did, because this didn't sound like anything I had ever heard of, or anyone that I knew had ever heard of. And I was like, have I just snapped and lost my mind completely? And then when I started to do research and some things started to make sense, I was like, okay. And then all the audio analysis, AVPs that went with it, that kind of correlated with it, it made me feel a little less crazy. But the COVID, definitely for sure, I feel like if that didn't happen, I don't know if it would have either still been here or stuck around, because I literally had nothing else to do. I was for months just alone. I got COVID. First it got shut down, then I got COVID. And then that happened 2 more times after that. Talk with my hands.
Hello, everybody coming in. We got people from Facebook side. We got people from YouTube side. Hey, Rosa. Because I know we kind of talked and stuff like that. You were telling me things. My brain stops.
Hey, Denise.
Do you feel she helps you? You were kind of shy more, right? And now she just like helps you come out. And
is that how she changed you?
No, I don't think that I was like really shy before ever. I think that I was more easygoing, go with the flow.
Go. That's
and now I'm a little bit more quick to snap. I'm a little bit more uptight. I get tired really easy, but things changed from what I like to eat to what I like to watch, TV, which
Oh,
is not much.
really?
Yeah, like a lot has changed. Things I like to do. So the way I dress.
What about your clothing? You started
Yeah.
going more dark, huh?
I've always been into like the gothic vibes, but this style of that is more where I feel more comfortable.
And bats.
Yeah.
You love the bats. So the new people that have been coming in, this is Shannon. Well, actually, Velma Von Dinkentein. Did I say it right?
Dinkenstein.
Dinkenstein. I know her as Shannon. That's why. So, but Velma, but she is an author, also a model. She wrote a book, A Dream Within a Scream, and she's working on her second one, which is. Go ahead and you can explain that because we do got new people that didn't hear you earlier.
Sure. So it just goes over my story of how I started getting the automatic writings to create that book of poetry.
Yeah, and you guys, it's really amazing. It's
Thank you.
It is, and I mean, and I don't read. I really don't, and I think your book was the first book I started actually reading when I was on the plane. So that should say something. And because I really like this right here. Thoughts of him pour into her like flames, burning through a dry forest, aching for just one drop of his love to calm the fire. And that's just, it's really emotional. I don't, you know what I mean? It kind of hits you. And that's the first thing you read on there. So,
I guess the tough thing about that book is because like everything that is written, I felt emotionally and, from this attachment, it was basically like I went to this place and 4 hours later, I left a whole nother person with all these memories and feelings and stuff that just was so overwhelming. And I think that's why I got so many at first. It was just because I didn't know how to process everything all at once. It was like, I don't know, rebooting a system, I guess. Sorry if you hear laughing.
No, that's okay. If you hear snoring, it's my English bulldogs behind me. Have you always had gifts your entire life, or did they? Because I noticed a lot of people during COVID, people's gifts started coming out more because they, like you said, sat around, had to do research and stuff like that. But you had a different excuse why.
Right. No, I feel like I was born with being able to communicate with the other side. My earliest memories, like when I was 7 years old, I saw somebody come into my room that they couldn't be there possibly, and it was a man, and I lived with all women, etc. And then it continued from there, and then I felt crazy, so I kind of closed off. And then when I was around the age of like 17, it started to really come back into play a lot more, and to where I couldn't ignore it any further, and I expanded from there.
So Banshee, Too Cool for Banshee, she's a friend of mine, Colleen. She wants to know, is it a male or female? I know new people are coming in.
It's a female, but I do think that there's a male that comes and goes. He does not stay. He's just a visitor. I will say that if I start acting funny, that is because I do sometimes feel, when I talk about her more, I will feel it. And I usually try and pull her back, but I don't think I'm just going to see what happens.
Okay, so I could say, I can tell your whole facial actually will change. And I know, and the reason why I know this is because when we were in New Orleans together, I saw her come out at times, and it's really weird. Your face does, I don't want to say morph, but I guess it's different.
Yeah,
Am
it
I
does.
correct?
Yeah, it does. You're not the only one that said that. So that makes me cool.
She's
That's
more.
Why I love it.
She's more.
It's just a stronger. It's almost like everything gets a little bit more defined. Stronger jawline, stronger eyes.
Go ahead.
I think it's just in the eyes. So like, there's nothing there.
Well, I could tell, like, when you were getting pictures, like people come up and getting pictures with you, and when you're wearing your real cute outfit and stuff, certain ones you could tell it was her coming out and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, just let her come out. If she wants to come out, just let her come out and stuff. Because I saw you sitting there, and we would like to talk to her. Does she have a name or?
So I have had a hard time finding her name out, and I've spoken to other sensitives that have also had a hard time getting a name off of her. And then when I did some research, if it's who I think it is, when the settlers came to Southampton, they tried to change everyone's names to English names to suit to make them feel better. And so I don't know if that's part of it, or if it's just she doesn't remember, or if it's something a little bit deeper where they don't share. I don't think it's that root, so I'm not going to say that, but they're the fear is there.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. And anybody, out in Facebook and YouTube, if you guys got any questions, this is the time to ask, because you don't come across many people that are like this. And I would say like this, that's a very bad word. People who have attachments that, and do, oh my God, the scripted writing, the automatic writing. I couldn't think. We all know my brain. And so, I hung out with her like almost a week there, however long we were there. And so I learned quite a bit, and this is really interesting. And I'd love to see, I guess, the Queen of Darkness come out. I'm gonna call her that, I mean, because we call you Velma.
That sounds good. I see a question. I can't read that though because my eyes.
It's Facebook user, and it said, "The Queen of Darkness. Do you fear when this happens to you?"
So, yes. Now I do. I've had a hard time connecting because it was such a traumatic experience. So I feel like I'm trying to allow her to come through, but like flight or fright, so I'll start to get like what feels like anxiety, but my heartbeat will start to get rapid. And that's when I feel like she's starting to come through. My vision gets a little funny. And then I feel like a tightness in my throat, which could also seem to be anxiety. So it feels the same way. And I kind of like will close off. So I'm trying to breathe through it and see if I can just get the hell over it already. Sorry.
No, because I'm just thinking of like, even when we were doing some investigations and stuff like that, it was like I can tell a lot of it was you, but it almost felt like if there was something around, I felt like she was almost trying to, I don't know, communicate, or because then you would get anxiety and we would have to move from the spot. Do you remember that a couple times?
No.
You don't remember that? Yeah, when we were getting. No, that's okay. Do you remember? Let me see. I'm trying to think here. I don't remember half the stuff.
Bits and pieces of that night. I do remember. I have a horrible memory.
Yeah.
I remember getting that female voice on the box thing. That's pretty much what I remember.
Well, you were really tired too, and there was a lot that was going on. I think Facebook user
really
is Rosa.
I think it was a fun night.
It was. Facebook, okay, I think it's Rosa, but if not, type your name in there. Does she come into your dreams?
She's with me all the time. We are just the same.
We are one, basically.
We are one. I am her. She's me. Yes, I've had dreams. But I'm her in the dreams.
So you do cosplay too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still do it, or?
Not really, unless I get asked by somebody to come and appear. I've done for Chiller Theater. They had the Munsters cast coming, and they needed somebody to be Lily Munster, so I went and did that. Velma from Scooby-Doo. I've done that.
Oh my God. I got it. Keep talking. I gotta find your picture. I'll pull it out. Go ahead and keep talking. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's just, some of them, I just like to kind of be myself. So honestly, at this point, I feel bad because people will be like, "Oh, who are you cosplaying?" And I'm like, this is me. This is me.
This is how I dress. She dresses so cute. She had a really cute outfit on when we were in New Orleans. That was really, really cute. She looked like a little kid.
I'm very short. People wouldn't expect it. I'm actually very, very short.
So, I mean, do you go on investigations?
Yeah, I do. I belong to a group on the island, Long Island Paranormal Investigators. So we meet every Thursday. We do some public investigations. I was with them when I got my attachment. I personally have not been doing as many investigations. I'm doing my first investigation in a while this weekend, filming for Dark Echoes. So, sorry. So I'll be filming with them tomorrow. I said this weekend, but to me it feels like Friday today.
Right, yeah.
I don't know why. So that's going to be my first time in a while, like opening up and doing that. So I'm kind of excited.
Where are you
I'm
going?
a little nervous. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. I won't find out.
Do you still do a lot of Paracons?
I have some events coming up in the summer months. Doing Wilson Castle in Vermont. One is in May, and I think one is October 19th.
Nice.
And there's White Hill Mansion. I can't think of the date right now off the top of my head. I'm hoping to do some more. I'm just waiting to hear back from people, but we'll see what happens. If it's meant to be, it'll be, and if not, then there's always next year, right? Yeah. Everything happens for a reason, I feel.
It really does. I was going to ask, how close are you to Penhurst?
I'm probably about 4 hours, maybe, if that. Okay. It's not too bad. It's mostly because of the traffic getting out of the city. But after that, it's smooth sailing. So it depends on what time you leave.
Hey, everybody coming in. I was just wondering because I've been invited to go there.
Oh, how cool. I had a really cool experience there.
Really? Okay. Tell us about that, because I hear so much about it. So.
I was in one of the tunnels, and I don't remember the name of it, but I always call it the Lincoln Tunnel because I'm a dope. But I was in the one tunnel and with my friend Julie, and we could hear somebody walking in, and there was nobody there that we can see with our eyes. And it was kind of our time to switch around because our team rotates to give everybody a shot at all the cool places. So we were going to rotate out. And as we were walking back out of the tunnel, we noticed that on the ground there had been a puddle because it had rained, I guess, the day before or whatever. There was a bare footprint of a person. And I had put it like right next to my foot. It was bigger than my foot.
Wow.
We all had sneakers on, obviously. Well, not obviously, but we were in a tunnel and investigating in the dark. We're going to wear sneakers, Yeah. So, and on our video and stuff, it never showed anyone coming in or out other than us at that time period. Wow. And then another group had the same thing happened. And again, nothing on video showing anyone coming in or out. So it was a really, really cool experience because I've never had, like a physical, like wet footprint or anything like that before, or a hand. I've never seen like a handprint or anything like that. So that was really interesting to me.
Wow.
And then we got a really wicked scream on audio, like it sent chills down my spine. One of the other investigators caught it, but none of us heard it. None of us mentioned it. We were all just chit-chatting. It was an awful scream.
See, when you talk, I get goosebumps on this, and I don't know. Hey, there is a picture of if you could share this, Jackie.
Uh-huh.
This is when she's Velma.
Oh no.
Yes, she looks.
Oh, wow.
She,
Oh no.
Oh,
oh no. Okay, it is Rosa. Rosa goes, my son finally became a believer. Look how cute she is. Oh my
God. That's Gabe. He tried to steal me away.
You're so cute there.
Yeah.
Aw.
yes.
So see, she does look like Velma. Okay, you can take it away now before she slaps me. No, I'm joking.
I love that picture. But yeah, that's
wow,
me as Velma.
That's so cute. Wait, what did I do? I need to stop sharing is what I need to do. There we go.
That's okay. Keep
Okay,
sharing.
so- Go ahead. Now you can talk, Jackie.
Oh, really?
Because Velma and I hung out majority of the time, so I don't think you two got to chat much, did you?
No, we didn't get to chat too much.
No.
You were so busy.
No. Yeah, following Howard. Staying away from Howard.
Oh.
Too cool for Banji said I'm waiting for her face to change.
Yeah, me too.
I felt sometimes you kind of pulling her back again.
I feel
Are
it.
you?
Yeah, I am doing it. I'm trying not to, but it's just, I don't know. I'll try and let it go. I'm sorry.
Let her come
I'm
out. That's
It's a
okay.
scary thing.
Right.
I've scared so many people.
Well, we're family here. It's okay. And
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, what are you so scared about when she comes out? Is it being in front of other people, or?
I think it's because when I've had her come out, it's honestly it's all of the emotion that I feel. I feel it all the time too. Anyway, it's scary. I don't know what to expect. I don't know. Am I gonna not come back? Am I gonna be fully, completely gone? Am I going to be completely nasty? Am I, I don't know. And it's not all the time that I am nasty, but sometimes, yeah, very.
You have no filter pretty much for the most
None.
part.
Zero filter.
I
Zero filter. And it's the
can
looks.
vouch for that. Who was that? Oh, yeah, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that was.
Yes. Yep. So, yes. And then twice. So
I think
Same
she comes out more when somebody, she's protective of you, I think.
very, very.
Yeah.
And that's
I saw it. It was, that was one of the times I did see it, and you could tell, and you didn't want to be around anybody. You didn't even want to be around me because you guys kind of like walked off a little bit to be by yourself.
Am I going? Are you quiet, or did I just go down?
No.
Did the sound go low and then come back up?
No.
Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe something's going on. Okay.
Maybe because as I'm talking about her more, maybe like I was saying, when that incident happened, and she knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. She was very protective of you, and when I had that back room by myself, because we were setting it up for the kids, you would come back there, and then all of a sudden it's like you turned around, but it wasn't you, it was her, and went back and said what you had to say, and I was like, I walked with you, and then we come back, you guys, it was just a crazy thing, and then she didn't want to be around me, and she starts to walk away.
What were you doing?
Look at her eyes.
There was somebody there that really I felt was completely disrespectful to me at the time.
Very.
And no. And so essentially I went to go introduce myself to somebody, and they mocked me to my face, which I give them credit for, which in their defense, they are just very no filtered and say what's on their mind kind of a person. But my personality, I don't like nasty people. See, and I don't think that they meant to be nasty again, so I'm not trying to attack anyone, but that's how I felt in the moment. And so I had to step away because I had snapped back, and that's something that I do now. I can't control that. And I used to not be like that. I used to, you know, you know, be able to. I think I'm feeling a little funny. Sorry.
That's
So yeah,
okay.
that's what
Your eyes, if you go back and watch this, you could see how your eyes just kind of.
well, I
I'll
can't.
clip it and show you.
Okay, because I
See
can't
it?
see you right now. I can't see you guys. I could see like the shapes of your heads.
Okay.
Wow.
I can't
Oh,
see what's going
are we on your phone?
on. Yeah.
Okay, so we're tiny. We're in these little boxes. Okay, so yeah, when you go back and rewatch it, you'll see. Dawn up there says, "Spirit, a certain one speaks through this lady. Sorry, I got here late." So Dawn is trying to communicate with her if she wants to come out. I mean, it's okay here. Don't worry. You're
I
just
don't know. I don't know. I will tell you though that sometimes I do wind up laughing in people's faces when they're trying to help me with these things. So please don't take me
yeah.
as disrespectful
No.
in any way. It's not me.
No, and it's not, you guys. And Shannon has a very warm heart. She is an
Thank
amazing
you.
person, and
Yes.
Thank you.
I've seen how she can be both ways, but it's still that's her, and that's who's with her too. And they're both beautiful. I can say that they're both very beautiful. Shannon would have your back at no matter what, and I'm not just saying Shannon. Velma, or her would the princess of darkness will always have your back. She's one of those people that she she will be your friend to the end, And I'm being that serious because we've kept this
Yeah.
communication for a long time. We've known each other for over a year because we met on Howard's show before, and that was like over a year ago.
Yeah.
And then we met
Yeah.
in person. She is very much of an empath. I can answer that one.
Thank
Tell them
you.
what else you are. You're very sensitive too, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Let me ask, are you sensitive, or would you say she's more sensitive,
No, I am.
but she's more
I
of your
mean,
protector?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Everybody's like, "Hey, Tony, welcome. Hey, everyone. Hi, Princess of Darkness." Yeah, is she
Sorry.
putting her hand on you? Somebody's
My
asking.
shoulder.
Yeah.
She's always got her hands over me. That's the thing that they say. She hovers over me like a protective mother, or some people say like an old wench, like a leech sucking the energy out of me. I've heard both. It's how she
I,
wants to represent herself to you.
Wow.
she,
But
I
I
was
don't
going to
take
say
her.
she's really cool. Like I said, it's hard to explain unless you've actually been in her presence,
Yeah.
it really is, but she I can't say it enough. They're both amazing. And I wish you would come out more and talk more and you wouldn't be afraid. And I think that's what she wants is to just have a voice of her own sometimes and not just, be very protective of you. I think she wants to because she's going to be a part of you probably the rest of your life, and you're accepting that. And somebody says, "Emmy, I can tell she has her hand on her. I can see the weight of her hand on her shoulder."
Wow.
And Tony right now is getting chilled. Banshee said the lady talks through you and stuff. How old do you think she is?
Um, I feel like she's like in her 20s.
So you think she's a younger lady?
Yeah.
But do you think there's an older one there with you too, maybe?
No, she comes off that way
Okay.
because she's very
How many
nurturing
how
or
many
protective.
past lives do you think she's had?
What?
How many past lives do you think she's had? If she was to tell you, or maybe you never talked about that.
I've never talked about that.
Okay.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, this is Shannon. You guys had seen her with me at New Orleans and stuff. And again, for the people who are coming in late, she had got an attachment in 2019, and it has been with her ever since. She has wrote automatic writings through a scream within a dream. Did I say that right? I always a dream within a scream. See, I'm dyslexic, and you know,
The
what's your
next
name?
book is book 2.
Yeah,
This book is
what's
book
your name?
1.
This is
The
book
next
1.
one, 2.
The second one is the second one.
Yeah.
This is the first one.
Hold on, what's her name?
She won't give her name.
But she was thinking. She was
with her, huh?
She was there.
She
Because
changed a lot. You saw
you
that?
did. You pulled her back, man. But see, you guys, Carlos is in the house. That's Lurker. He's got his eyes. He's probably going, wow. She is a beautiful lady, isn't she, you guys? And
Yes.
again, she's a model. And she wears cute clothes all the time. I was going to wear, what was that, corset? But I'm too fat to wear that corset. And she's like, no, I could have tightened it on you. But I would have been too hot because we were actually down on Bourbon Street. And so in my video, she's the one that was with me.
So much fun.
It was a lot of fun. And I can't wait to meet you again and stuff. We've always kept within lines of each other. And so.
Yeah. I know. I can't wait.
Carlos goes, hey, that's not what I was going to say. Yes, it was, Carlos. No, Don, don't apologize for being late. Just in time, because, Shannon, or Velma will say, was talking as herself, but it would be really cool to meet the other lady, Well, for you guys, I've kind of met her, but she's not all mean or anything like that.
Facebook user said she's leaning on her left shoulder. Look at her left shoulder bending down.
You're sagging. Is that where she's at? Her arms are coming down on you?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. She's like, right.
Well, that's okay, though. It's,
Yeah.
she's right there. And
everybody's saying it.
But unfortunately, can a guy just say hi? No, Carlos or Lurker. No. Hey, she's your age. She's about your age, and you're single. I think you're single. I don't know. Look, I'm trying to set you guys up. I'm joking.
I'm like 666 years old.
You're 666 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I might be a little too
every day. You're not 666. No. She's so young. She is so young, you guys. So I was asking if the spirit spoke to the lady on the panel, but I asked it all weird. They are of one. That's how she was talking about it earlier. She has, say that, scripted writing.
automatic writing.
And
so that means that like the spirit channels through me and uses me as a tool to write what they have to say. But sometimes I do it another way. Sometimes it's just like I call it automatic writing, but it's just repetitive thoughts until I like write it out or get it out. So 2
Oh
a.m.
my dog wanted in.
I feel drunk right now, but I'm not drunk. I promise. Sorry.
No, and like I said, a lot of people who are coming in, y'all know I'm not much of a reader, but I was reading this on the plane, part of it. But what really got me, and nobody's muted. The first lines you will read out of her book is thoughts of him pour into her like flames, burning through a dry forest, aching for just one drop of his love to calm the fire. And that right there can give chills, you know.
I feel
In
chills.
certain, I know, right? In other
It's
ones,
like goosebumps.
it is. It really is. And here's another one. Once upon a time, I was yours and you were mine. As we promised to love one another until we died. Our love made the sun blush. Our friendship made the moon glow. Your smile made the stars twinkle
What?
and the flowers bloom. In the shine of your beautiful eyes, those were the days when I was yours and you were mine. And that right there, I feel maybe that was written because um, she was writing that about you, or was that about you? You
No.
okay?
Yes.
No. Okay. You
No,
sure?
this is normal for me. I'm used to this. Yes, I'm okay. It's a part of the
Okay.
thing.
Okay. And just little ones like that. You guys, you definitely got to get her book. Um, I I recommend it. You can get this. Is it still on your website? A dream within a scream.com?
Yes.
You guys definitely
Can you
check it out.
post that website up so people can go check it out?
Yeah, let me do that. I can't shake the goosebumps off, like, because there was something else I was starting to read. Maybe I should read this really fast, and I'll do it. Like,
Um, the person that she was in love with, was a big fan of poetry, and I think
Edgar
that's
Allan
why
Poe.
I think that's why she communicates a lot that way. For those who are wondering, like, why poetry? So, he got his
Was it
family inscription.
Edgar Allan Poe?
No, the Thomas Halsey. He got his family inscription from the Ars Poetica book and stuff like that. He
No.
studied it over in Italy before he came to before he went to Connecticut and he
Right.
came to Long Island. So
Here's another
anyway,
one. The memories of you and the sins we made are haunting me, creeping on me, growing stronger every day. Ever since you left me, I cry, I plead, I beg, just to have a moment where I hear you say that you love me once again, that you, that you maybe lost your head. Sorry, my bad. That this wasn't all for nothing, that I'm not really dead. And it's just beautiful words that come out.
That is beautiful.
Right. There's long ones in here, you guys. I've had nonstop chills. Basically, when I open her book, um, there's shorter ones. There's longer. I guess I want to call them verses or something. I don't know what I would call them, but there's longer ones in there. Um, some very descriptive. Okay, right here. Here's two smaller ones, shorter ones. The reaper, the keeper, the chaperone of death, the sleeper, the creeper, the taker of breath, the weeper, the dreamer, the hitchhiker of the aftermath, my reaper, my soul seeker, my sweet keeper of life after death.
you
And
can
there's
read
just
that both ways.
it's really touching on that, and some of them can feel really heavy. Um, Feelings of freedom won't exist for me because memories of you are the shackles that keep me bound to you, forever your slave, to the love that you gave and the pain you brought unto me. So, you guys, I recommend buying this. What
Did you
I
put
will
up your
probably do
website?
too. I'm going to. So during the Wee Woo show, I'm also going to give one of these away. I will, because
I
you
heard
got
you.
it on. I will send somebody one of those if when they went. We do a Wee Woo show on Wednesdays, and okay, Dream. I can't see a dream. Oh, I gotta do www. Let me go right to it, and I'll get it. Because we do giveaways, I want to give that away, and so one of the lucky winners will have your book. Okay,
Very cool.
and then that way, hopefully, more will come to. Hold on, I gotta find it. A dream.
Howard
You guys
said he wants one. He wants a book.
Okay, I'll send him
He said,
one.
Aww.
You can send me the address.
all right.
Why didn't you get a book when you were there?
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay,
He
here
was
we
too
go.
busy running all over the place.
Words. Okay, so yeah, words are powerful. It comes from the heart for sure. Let me drop this in here.
So I have on my Instagram page and I believe somewhere on my Facebook page, videos of me reading some of these poems
Yes.
and then set to classical music, which I feel really represents sometimes the feeling of the poem, which gives it a whole nother experience. And a lot of the poems, you can read them top to bottom and bottom to top, just the way you would regular read it.
And where's that on Instagram?
On Instagram, a dream underscore within a scream.
Okay,
And then
this
on
would be her
Facebook,
Instagram.
Velma Von Dinkentein.
So just dream underscore scream.
A dream underscore within a scream.
This would be her Instagram. I hope I spelled that right. So anybody who's got Instagram, IG, definitely give her a follow and stuff too. And you got TikTok, right?
Yes, it's the same as my Instagram.
Okay.
But that's just mostly like modeling videos.
And she's really cute with her modeling, you guys. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some really pretty pictures.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the ones right here. Huh?
A lot of the outdoor ones we try and do at like haunted locations. See if we get anybody who wants to pose in the
That's
pictures.
so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It's a lot
I'm
of fun.
jealous. I want to go do that. Now you know when the camera comes at you and they're like smile, because this is what I was saying, smile pose, and you'd be like instantly you like turn into a model so freely and stuff when people want their picture with you just yeah, she was just she would just stick a leg out and she would hold it. It's just go right into character.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. When I
That it
was
is.
younger, my great uncle, I met him one time only, and he looked at me and he's like, "You're gonna be a model when you grow up." And we all like kind of like I was like, "Oh yeah," and everybody laughed at him because I was so tiny. But like, who knew that I'd be like older than dirt and then stepping into this field? Like, I'm really excited about it. So I hope it goes on for as long as it does.
I think it will. You've been. It's like more pictures have been coming, and you're really putting yourself out there. So
I'm trying.
I know it's, but you're still backing away from the paranormal. Not paranormal. How do I was that? You're not doing as much investigations, though, right? I know you said this earlier, but
Yeah, I kind of needed a break, but I don't know. I'm like torn because a big part of me wants to like jump right back into it and like really go full force with it, and then a part of me is like maybe I should just step back for a minute and just heal, and then see where we go from there. But it's something that I've always loved to do, and I feel like I'm called to do this. So to just step away from it, it's just a very tough choice to make.
Hey, Nike girl. So, Nike, this is a friend of mine that was in New Orleans. And I know she looks like she's 25.
Ah,
But she's 666 years old, she'll tell you.
yeah, older than dirt.
Whatever. So, when you do investigate, does she come out more or she just comes out and protects you when something or someone or the living? Is it more so with the living
No, it's all the time. Yeah,
all the time?
she comes out more when I'm investigating because I'm opening myself up
Yeah.
to it. So when I let down that guard, it just comes forward, you know. But then that
Yeah.
draws in other things sometimes, I feel, you know. So it's kind of pretty cool. I just did an investigation over the summer with medium Bianca Rose over at Frank Melville Park on Long Island. And while we were
Oh,
getting
wow.
in my car, I mean, the two of us together is just ridiculous when it comes to evidence. But when I was getting in my car, you hear a voice say, like, help, Shannon, or whatever it was saying, and then, like,
Right.
clicking the audio off. So, like, I feel like sometimes the other spirits will see her with me and then they're saying, well, help me too, you know, like
Right.
I don't know.
That makes sense. Like you're a spirit magnet. Stephen Woodard
Yeah.
says, I feel your pain. My last investigation since the middle of 2022.
Mm.
Do you feel I know you're tired and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Do you feel do you get sick more now or is it not like that?
No,
Does that make
actually,
sense?
yeah, in the beginning I got very, very, very sick. Like as I said, I got COVID a few times. I wasn't even leaving. I don't even know how I got it because I wasn't leaving my house. The COVID turned into a COVID-induced mono, which I didn't even know was possible. So I wound up getting mono. I had that and
Oof.
all this stuff all at once. My liver enzymes were really, really, really high. So that was an issue. I wound up being diagnosed with having long-term COVID. I'm a long hauler because, you know, I got to go all the way with things.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I feel like, but since that whole thing has happened, I haven't really gotten sick like that. I've just been
Like
like
you're
drained and I have
immune.
no
Okay.
appetite to eat. But I don't know if that's from the effects of from the COVID or if that's from the attachment itself.
Right.
Hmm.
Cheryl King goes, Shannon, can you have time for yourself?
Uh,
She's
that is a
always with
very
you.
good question. No.
Do you want time to yourself? I mean, are you afraid if you ask her? Because we said this earlier. If she left, you said she can leave at any time, but you would be heartbroken, and because she's
Yeah.
part of your life, she's been there, and she's helped you emotionally and physically. And do you feel if you told her, "Hey, just let me be by myself for 30 minutes," are you afraid she may not come back?
I think that she would come back.
Okay.
Um, I do think that she would come back. I
You don't want
I
her
don't think
to.
I have.
You don't want.
I've not asked for time alone. You know what I mean? I've not thought to. I'm alone when I'm alone. If I'm not
Right.
distracting myself, I'm writing. Um, my thoughts spin and spin and spin, and it's not a healthy cycle to get on. You know, especially with the kind of poems that I'm writing, those kinds of
Right.
feelings that I'm feeling. Some of them are very heavy trigger warnings. For some people, you know. So I've been
And somebody
kind
did
of.
say your sleep is broken up too, huh? You get a lot of broken sleep.
Yeah, 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 like
Yeah.
last night I didn't sleep
Oh,
at
I'm
all.
sorry.
No, 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 that's okay. I'm kind of getting used to it.
I know, but I'm like, I feel bad. You kept feeling bad in New Orleans. You're like, I'm just so tired. Am I a party pooper? We're like, no, go get some rest.
Yeah.
And we could tell you needed it. It was maybe that was part of your alone time, maybe.
Maybe. when I
you
sleep.
know,
Yeah.
because you would, and but you wouldn't take too much time. You'd be like, I'm just going to lay down. Except for one night, it was a while. You really needed to sleep, but
Oh yeah, that was a
maybe
long time.
yeah. She's like, I'm so sorry. It's okay though. We were having
It was
fun
like
with her. It
5
didn't matter.
hours.
It was okay. I was sleeping too, so I needed it. But
I
uh,
was like, "Just a couple more
you need
minutes.
to
Couple
set.
more minutes."
Banshee says you need to set time. Okay, so Banshee's talking to the Princess of Darkness. You need to set time for her and yourself too.
It doesn't work that way. I wish it did. We're too
Mm.
intertwined. It's tough to separate one from the other. You know, I understand
She
what you're
does love
saying,
that.
and I agree with you, but it's too
Complicated.
intertwined.
Lurker says definitely a creature of the night. She loves bats. She really does.
Yes.
Lurker, you got any questions? Okay, so I will ask this just to see if, because we know there's single guys out there. Are you single or are you still with
No,
someone?
I'm
Huh?
not single. I am not
You're not
single.
single. Okay. Sorry, Lurker.
Yes.
And Banshee goes, it's draining, sweetheart. So she's talking to you. Banshee could feel you.
Yeah, it is very
Ban-
draining. Very
Banshee
draining.
lives in Australia. I think I want to make
Very
sure. I think
cool.
I forget these things. So many people come around. Carlos was like, "Hey, you." What? I was asking. And I'm pretty sure you're not the only guy that was asking too. I mean, you guys look at her. She's drop dead gorgeous. Like,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I'm just lurking here. I'm embarrassed. He says. We know what you're thinking, Lurker. He's probably going, damn, I missed out again. You should have went to Fear Fest, Lurker. I'm telling you. No.
Yeah. Better. So,
Yep.
well,
Yeah.
our
Anybody
time
else?
is almost up for Hey Boo.
Yep.
It's been an
I was going to ask
hour.
if anybody else has any questions in there for her. Banshee's like, I'm a high empath myself. Okay, here we go. How does your partner think, Shannon, of the situation? This is for you, Shannon.
Um, it's drastically changed the relationship that we've had, and it's not the same. And if he was not in the paranormal field and himself, we probably would not be together. Our relationship, this is live, so I don't want to.
No,
Our
I get
relationship,
it. No.
yeah, it's just not what it was. So it's completely changed. However, he is one of my best friends. So
So he was
yeah.
with you before all of this happened.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm a different person, and I feel bad
Right.
for him, and he knows that. And you know, it is what it is. I can't
So
help it.
again, where can everybody find you at? Because we're almost out of time.
You can find me on Facebook, Velma Von Dinkentein. You can find me on Instagram, a dream underscore within a scream, same at TikTok, or my website, adreamwithinascream.com.
And you guys, again, amazing book here. Like, here we go. Amazing. See? And you guys, and she's on her second one. So definitely check her out. Like I said, when we do the Wee Woo show, I'm going to, whoever wins, I'm going to send them one of these books directly from her website. So don't leave us, drop down. But thank you so much. I miss you, girl.
Thank you.
Miss you
Thank you
too.
for
Thank you
coming
for
on.
having me.
Aw.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
It's always so much fun.
I'm going to say we definitely want to have you back. An hour isn't long enough to, to have a person like you because there's so many unanswered questions and stuff.
Well, I'm an
Yes.
open book, so
She is.
whenever you need me back, let me know, and I'll be
All right,
there.
everybody. All right,
Thank,
everybody. Bye until next week. Thank you,
bye.
Shani.
Thank you. Bye.
We're still live. Jackie didn't hit the button.